Hi, welcome to Southern Leyte and beyond. 11 more days have elapsed since I did the last video, so here we go. Starting first of all at Wilcon in Ormoc, we picked up a very nice solar hot water service. As you can see, the guys are going through it to make sure it's undamaged, and hopefully it all works. Back to the build. The guys are working on the carport. As you can see, lots of work still going on here. The roof is starting to be added. Inside now, pouring the floor. As you can see, we have a vapor barrier underneath. All of this, as usual, is being done with a mixer. Bags. Started work now, at least on the walls, putting the render up. Quite an art form, it's really worth watching, and a little later in the video you'll see exactly how it's done. Work in the back bedroom, bedroom number 3. Unfortunately, one of the coconuts fell on one of our workers and flattened him. Thankfully he's okay, but here's a warning to people in the Philippines: beware of coconuts. First of the roofing panels going on the carport. As you can see, some of them are wearing gloves, some are not. I wish they'd all wear gloves. I bought them gloves. This has also got insulation underneath, and there will be a ceiling in there. A lot of welding takes place to get everything done. Putting up the hollow blocks above the large beam. More tack welding and then final welding. This is to take the fascia. Moving inside, we see the start of the kitchen island bench. As you can see, it's made of hollow blocks, and Mason is really good at doing this sort of work. And as you can see, the hollow blocks are pretty tough. Some of them I've seen have been lousy, just fall to bits, but these ones are very solid. We're using 4-inch ones inside, the inside walls, and all the outside walls are 6-inch. Now, as I mentioned earlier, this is how you do the rendering inside. It is really an art form. It is really worth watching these guys. These guys are expert. The walls have ended up very, very flat. The walls have almost no cracks. Very hard to find a crack. So I've seen some other construction work done in the Philippines where the number of cracks is quite astonishing. But you know, luckily enough, our guys seem to know what they're doing, and the number of cracks hardly any. And the fact that they can, just with a couple of string lines, get it extremely flat and consistent is pretty good. These guys are excellent. As usual, Saturday afternoon after work, we put on a feed for the workers. Some fish here, some pork, yam, sweet potato, and Jane. I really do enjoy this. We also provide a bit of tandoori. As usual, the ocean out the front of our beach is just gorgeously clear. And you get some idea that finally, when we get to the house, which is only about 80 meters from the beach, you'll see that finally, after 60 odd days of construction, we have the roof completely on both the main house and the carport.
Hey guys, I decided that today I'd do a bit of a talking head. A little different. It's Sunday, no working going on today, so it's pretty quiet here. But going to walk in through the front door, or what will be. So here we go, just give me a moment.
As you can see, quite a bit of work. The flooring has been done in this part of the house. You can see the kitchen coming along. The island bench is now, the base of it is now completed. On top of that will go a concrete structure to sit some granite bench tops. Got a nice window out there to look out on. There'll be a sink on the island bench. This is the dirty kitchen, as they're so called in the Philippines. There'll be another sink out here and cooking so that we can do the smelly fish, as I think it's called. It's a good idea not to have it in the house. Next to that, we have an area where the electricity supply, the networking gear, the solar electric gear will all be located nice and safe and away. The yellow tape gives you an idea of the size of the block.
So I'm not sure how bright or light this will be, but it is what it is. First time I've done this. So.
Just to give you an idea of how we're doing with the rendering in the rest of the house, and to give you a bit of an outline of how the construction is going inside. So you can see we've got a couple of good windows. They've now been rendered amazingly straight given what the guys use. Right at the moment we don't have the ceiling in place, but very soon the the ceiling work will start. So out of the main bedroom, we have a walk-in closet or walk-in robe, depending on where you come from, a bathroom.
So moving along a little bit further, give you a better idea. You can see in a moment a little bit.
So on the left here, you can see a storeroom. This will have many of our boxes located in it. It's 1.6 meters by 3 meters. Next along the hallway, on the left is the second bedroom. Yeah, this is the second bedroom. It's 3.5 meters by 3 meters. So good size. Alongside that's another bathroom with a open plan shower, toilet and the rest of the gear. The end of the passageway is the third bedroom. This one's 4 meters by 3 meters, so again a good size. It overlooks the northern part as well, and also, as you'll see in a moment, there's another window looking towards the back boundary, which is the eastern end of the property. So there's a good space out there.
So I'll walk back through the house, give you an idea of what it looks like right at the moment. It's coming along quite nicely. Not bad for, I think, a bit over 60 days of actual construction, so 2 months.
Outside again in the backyard, see Jane, a couple of the dogs. Unfortunately, of the 5 from the litter, we only now just have 1 left. This is affectionately known as Whitey, probably inappropriate, but he is a nice dog, now happy to be patted. That's the hut where all our gear is kept. We have a guy on site 24/7 to make sure that nothing goes walking of its own accord. So this is a walk from the Barangay Road up to the property. It's probably about 60 meters, maybe 80 meters. Haven't measured it. 3 meters wide. The road is a bit dodgy at the moment, but we'll see how we go. We haven't had any rain for over a month, so it's still pretty dry there. It does get a bit damp in this spot. It's a low part of the land, but it's quite a pretty little drive up there. This is one of our dogs, looks after the property. This one is COVID, and as I guess you can figure out, you know, when he was born back in the days when we had that horrible pandemic. So this property here is owned by one of the locals, and they're going to cut around about 1,000 square meters out of it. So anyone wants to buy some land in the area, not far from a good beach, just drop me a comment in the video and I'll let you know. So good progress being made, as you can see. The carport's done. As you saw, the roof is on the whole building, and now we're just doing the facades, making sure that it is rock solid. Everything is